At OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right. You best believe it. Thumbnails. We talking anime, cartoons, animation, all that jazz. Now I'm joined by two esteemed, distinguished gentlemen. All right, right over here, Clement Bryant. Say what's up.
What's good?
You know what I'm saying? Dude is a representative of fine taste out there. You know what I'm saying? A sommelier to the most, I guess, the most prestigious. And then down below, the bottom square, Mr. Cooper from Blerdish.
What up, y'all? How you doing? Name on the chest. I'm prepared. We're here to talk some Invincible.
Woo! Good. Yeah. So, we got E in the house. We got Young Trey in the house. Got Madman in the house. Ghost MKC. Andre Atkins. How y'all feel about the show? You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling? Go ahead and hit me up in the chat. Let me know what y'all thinking. I'm going to throw it right now to the man in the park. All right? Keith, where you at on this episode? What are you thinking about? How you feeling?
I'm actually in my yard. I'm not in the park.
He's like, I'm so baller. My backyard looked like the park. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm not like Clement Bryant, man. I'm not that great, okay? I'm out.
Yeah, man. I mean, I ain't great either.
Yo, Clement Bryant, we know Clement Bryant is sitting in a penthouse
trying to do it
right now.
Look, don't be fooled by what you see on the internet. This is an illusion. Yeah. But man, first of all, I might say this might, not to be a prisoner of the moment, but this might be the best episode. This is what it did exactly what I wanted it to do. When we last asked questions, will they continue showing the little breadcrumbs here and there? But what I loved about this episode is the beginning and the ending. Now, of course, we're gonna get to the but I love the symbolism for me. Like, you see how Marcus gets better at his job, but you see the differences between him and Titan and how they juxtapose those two for a while. And then I love how they love to drop his name when it, like, somebody says it. And I just love what they're doing. Like, they all about that action. Like, we ain't gonna waste no minute time on credits. The credits gonna happen when it need to happen.
Right.
Yeah, it's very slick how they drop stuff like that. It's like, it's some dude, man. They call him boom. It's like but we found out he was not exactly invincible today. I mean, he is, but he's not. But
honestly, he is, but he isn't.
But he's not.
I tell you what, somebody named Battle Beast, who actually,
AKA Darkseid.
Somebody who actually got battle in their name, they can battle. Rest in peace, Lamar. From your last review.
Homie got beat up twice and killed in the same episode. Talking about I got a logo, I'm a sign on people. You ain't signing nothing. But anyway, Clement, how you feeling?
About Invincible? I think, he said, like, this one was like, I haven't really been involved. I really never read the Invincible comics, but this show made me want to read it, and I have.
Yeah, me too.
And so like episode 5, I think like you said, it was like the best episode so far. And I think this was the episode that kind of like set up the rest of the season. You know how every show has like an episode that sets up storylines for the rest of the season? I think this was that episode.
It just sets the tone so well.
Yeah. It balances like a lot of, you know, comic book, you know, standardized storylines, but also it's surprising in different ways. And it's funny, but it's also very heartfelt, and at times it gets very dark and very serious. You know, but like I really like how Mahershala came in, and he was really, really important in this episode. Really.
Man. First of all, I'll be honest, I didn't see that coming. With I didn't read the books either, so I didn't know Titan would be like a whole story.
Yeah,
I had no idea. And then the way they flipped it, because for a second I was like, man, Dad, you know what I'm saying, dude, you know what I'm saying, he ain't gonna let him out of his contract. And I was like, oh, basically he tricked him into pulling a coup. Like, all right, cool, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, no doubt. It lets you know Titan's smarter than you think. But Ghost MKC says it's literally top 10 best comic book runs ever. Also, Ghost MKC said Viltrumites snap like Saiyans. Hold up. I'ma had to pause you, all right? Because we ain't gonna go after my Saiyans right now, all right? So what I'ma need you to do, especially since we got that brand new Broly and my boy Goku, what I'ma need you to do is respectfully sit down talking about some Saiyans getting snapped, all right? Saiyans don't get snapped. Now, if you want to go to Trunks or something, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, it happens. But I'm just talking about, if you talk about the real deal Holyfield, you know what I'm saying? Saiyans be holding it down.
I just don't feel like mixing worlds today. Like, I just...
Yeah, it's not mixing worlds.
Yeah, Dragon Ball's over there. We talking about some real dramatic, well-done stuff. No shout out to the anime. I love anime, but you know. Yeah, we got all the world.
Oh, Ghost means they snap with anger. Okay, cool. I thought you meant snap like they get broke up, they get beat up. All right, so we here. I got you. Now you can come back. I had to go.
I'll say this. Mark, I think Mark snapped because he was about to get snapped out of existence, and he saw people dying. He's like, I got to go hard.
He was like,
He was like, I'm about to die, and they about to die. So let me.
You guys are dead. I was like, oh.
First of all, I guess since we just talking about that, I know we're gonna go deep into it, but yeah, I love the realness of it. Everything in this episode is kind of like how people should, even though I guess superpowers are common, it's still uncommon situations. Real people are reacting to this how they would react in real life, and I like it.
Yeah,
you know, from Adam Eve's parents being, you know, stupid, but also they weren't wrong either, you know, other than the Rex part. I don't care about Rex.
Yeah,
but it's
they it's funny because due to her powers, I think that they didn't realize how strong she was or her full abilities. I do like how she made that door. He was like, "You better take that door back. Like, you better close that door." I mean, got a random door.
Like, sometimes you have an argument where both people are right, and you know, her dad was stupid. You know, being kind of sexist, being stupid because, like, you know, Rex, if that's what you entrusting your daughter to, then you got problems.
Yeah, it's like, yo, she just told you how Rex is. Like, I could see if they didn't know how he is, but after her telling them that I was expecting them to be like, oh, cool, we get it, we understand. You know what I'm saying? You need some time, and you definitely don't need to be around him. But it was like, you need to be on a team. You need some status, and you need popularity, blah, 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 blah.
I actually think it's a little bit more than that. I think it's more that, like, we just don't understand this. We want you to be safe. Like, but are they wrong? Because
Rex is whack. He can't protect nobody.
I get it. But at the same time, they had robot and other stuff. Because Invincible, as powerful as he is, look where he's at right now. So they not wrong. Yeah. Because everybody's getting stomped out.
Yeah. Let's talk about this episode because we got this episode in terms of Invincible and getting stomped out. This is the smack in the mouth or the punch in the mouth that Invincible needed to realize that the game is real. Because see, up until this point, he's been like, oh, I'm going to Mars, I'm looking at a couple of people, I beat some petty thugs or something. He's never really came up to a situation where it's like, oh, I'm in a room and we're outnumbered and all these people have powers. Like, in fact, I'm not outnumbered with like beat cops. I'm outnumbered with people that got powers and they know how to use theirs, and I'm still brand new. It's been a few months.
Still learning.
Yeah.
And for those
how arrogant he was when he was on the phone with old girl and he was getting hit with a lead pipe and he just brushed it off like
you need to
mailbox. You can't do nothing to me. I'm gonna make plans. I'm making date plans while I'm saving the world. So you, as a 17-year-old kid, he's cocky.
And look at how he almost killed that family trying to be cocky. You know what I'm saying?
And leading up to the conversation with his mom versus his dad. His dad's training him. He's saving the world or America or something from a meteorite. So he's doing these fantastic stuff, like Superman almost level stuff or Superman level stuff. But him and Titan and his mama, those scenes are like probably are setting what this character becomes.
Yeah.
Like, his dad like, well, it's beneath you. And he was so arrogant. His mom was like, I knew something was wrong with you. And I'm glad his mom, I guess we'll get into that. But she's still saying like, nothing is beneath you as a hero. You've been gifted these.
See, like, they were both right. Both of the parents were right. And for those of you who know the storyline of the comics, you know what's going to happen down the road. But like, it's a very interesting thing where both of them are right. Like, Nolan is like saying, I don't know if you trust this guy. You've already ran into him once. I don't know if this is the way to go for this one. And his mom was like, both of them had a point. But Mark being headstrong and stubborn and one to show off and not thinking it's a serious thing, it goes off the battle and being like, okay, I just want to help. Whereas realize you cannot help everyone. I think you're right. It was a very interesting thing for,
it's like they're both right, but for different reasons. Maybe for one for the rogue reasons and one for the actual right reasons. Because Omni-Man is like, look, I guess since his mission is to, to be well accepted, and Superman never really, I know he deals with some smaller stuff sometimes, but he's there to stop, world shattering villains.
Yeah.
Omni-Man's like, I ain't got time for this. That's what the police.
It's basically Omni-Man. Omni-Man is okay. So imagine this in another context. Would anyone expect Beyonce to come and play the local club in their, like coffee lounge? No. But you've probably seen some amazing singers at the opening night at that coffee lounge.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that, but at the same time, Ma Dukes is like, look, if you got the ability to help and you available, you ain't doing nothing else. Why you sitting around not helping people? And Omni-Man, to take it further, was there watching his son get beat down. Because when it showed the wide shot, I was like, oh, Pop's gonna step in when his son get a little bit too deep. And when he didn't, I was like, oh snap!
Omni-Man was there.
Oh,
he was there.
Have to kill your dad.
I missed that part. Omni-Man saw the beatdown.
Yeah, he was watching it. They show a shot of him watching the action from afar, and then there's a shot when it's all over, and he's like up there, and then he just like flies off.
But you know what?
So Omni-Man was like, look, look, if I could get rid of my son real quick, and I ain't gotta worry about it.
Or he just simply might think he's doing that father's knows best, acting like I told you so. He might just be that. Told you so.
It might be one of those things like this is what happens when you go off by yourself and you didn't, you didn't call nobody, you didn't ask for backup, you don't know this person like that.
Lower level people. I don't even think he cares about backup. He's just like, look, this is beneath you. You're a Vitramite. Don't even worry about this stuff on the surface.
Yeah,
on the lower level.
Because human cares aren't really your issue.
No,
You know,
that's
at
how
least from his perspective.
Whereas Titan, they had to fly through a Titan, say like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, fly off, run off like you always do." Once you find out what's really going on within this city, and you know you can fight some clown dressed as an elephant man any day you want, but you don't know what's really going on in the city. Let me give you your training day.
And E comes through and says all of the parents were right and wrong in this episode. That was a tough love lesson. And if Mark does, so be it. Nolan's hands are clean. Here's the thing.
Exactly.
Nolan's hands aren't super clean because you were there watching it. Like if he was at home and it happened, then your hands are clean. But I can look. This is how Mama's going to do you. If Nolan was at home and Invincible died, my Dukes would have been like, so what you going to do is go to other dimensions and save people. You're going to go halfway around the world and save people, but you're going to let your son die downtown? I'm just letting you know what a mama going to do. A mama going to say, so you can go to another planet and save them, but you're going to let your son die over there? It's going to be a very interesting conversation.
It's going to find out because if Nolan stepped in, it would have been a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other team would have had to come in and try to save him, and all of that decimation wouldn't have happened.
But I will say this: besides taking it from Omni-Man's view, because I didn't know he was there, just taking it from the view of I'd say Mark, the whatever team, the team, because whatever the fake Guardians. New Guardians, whatever they call themselves, Rex and them. But
Rex and them.
Like when Samson or Black Samson, if you will, or the voice of Cyborg, like, look, y'all out here drinking beers and celebrating. Y'all ain't no heroes. Y'all let about 12 people get messed up, few people died, and y'all up here high-fiving. That's like when you on, you playing on a terrible NBA team, and I got like 40 points, but I lost the game.
It's like when you're the Brooklyn Nets, but you come up against the Lakers and
steamroll. Love it. Yes.
And like shouts to Jenna James. Nice to see you up in here. It's Zia said for sure when Mark got thrown into the air through the roof, the camera showed the red cape flapping in the wind. Also, when Machine Head was sitting in his chair talking, you could see Omni-Man on top of the roof in the background. So he definitely was like, all right, let me see what's going to happen. When, what is it, Battle Beast or Battle Cat or whatever? Yo, homie was the truth. He was a thoroughbred. See, the rest of them dudes, like when Mark snapped, he kind of handled them. But Battle Beast was like, what? Cool, now what? That's what we gonna do?
I can really get loose. Like he wasn't even loose. He wasn't even trying.
Homie Smash Kid with the look, he hit him so hard. Homie just went to bed. He was like, all right, good night, I'm done.
I need Mark to get some unbreakable lenses because that mask be getting popped off, man. Like every time he gets beat up, all this is gone. It's like,
Battle Beast is the realness, aka Darkseid. But I mean, Battle Beast is the realness. Like homie came through and said, "Oh, so now we fighting." Word. Now you get a piece. Now you can get some of this back, son. Like
a whole Thundercat, a whole Darkseid, whatever. The Hulk.
Homie whooped his whole butt. And the new Guardians, a perfect example for this show, is also showing that they're not ready either. Now, their situation is a little different. Of course, the Guardians were killed, so they kind of had to get pulled up. It's like, hey, wartime promotion, y'all aren't team anymore. Guess what? You're the new Guardians. But it's like, they ain't ready. Because actually, when they came in, the good guys outnumbered the bad. And the new Guardians were not ready.
I will give them.
Rexplode with them little letters and multiple duplicate.
I will say this: they turn like they try to turn up. They got pissed off, and I do think they're a team that will have no compunction about killing bad people if they got to. Like they were like, look, we can try to kill y'all. Like we gonna go if we gonna die, we gonna try to go all the way out. So I did like they're like they ain't back down.
No, they didn't back down. They went in there, but they just ain't ready. They're not.
They ain't got no
and I loved
teamwork.
who beat up the little girl when she came through and he something like you have me in here fighting a child or something like that. It was like, yo,
the big Battle Beast.
Yeah, Battle Beast was like, you got me here fighting a child? Like this is beneath me.
She came in. Now she came in hard.
Where's your king?
But he knocked her out and said, you a child. And when he knocked her up into the roof, and then he knocked her up and didn't let her land and knocked her into the walls. Like,
yeah, homie said, hang it, slap it. Like, yo, like Battle Beast is realness. I want to see Battle Beast, Omni-Man like yesterday, son. I want to see him be like, is this your son? Like, holding Invincible by the scruff of his neck, like, is this your son? This is who you got? This is who you see?
But to be honest, though, can Battle, I mean, I don't think.
I don't know, man. Dude seems pretty durable, son. I'm just saying.
Still, he killed 5 Guardians who all were pretty durable. Except for
I'm gonna say this. Battle Cat might have been able to take the original Guardians. The way he was looking in the new episode, yo, I'm putting my money on Battle Beast right now.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, Battle Beast is looking good.
War Woman and Immortal Man were pretty strong.
Hey,
Ow.
Sorry, y'all. I got backs yesterday and my arm is.
But like that duplicate. Someone asked if all the duplicates got bodied. No, I think there's one duplicate left. So I think duplicate's fine. I think all of them are fine except Samson's arm got snapped. That joint, it'll be bad.
Oh, he looks kind of dead.
Nano machines or something. Some some betadine and some peroxide. It'll be all right. It'll be fine.
If he's not dead, it's his arm and also his mid torso. Like he can be crippled.
Yeah, like I put some robotic special stuff. It's comics. They'll do some pseudoscience and he'll be fine.
I think he needs to retire.
Yo, the way he got handled, he wasn't ready. Like, here's the thing. Like, they weren't ready, but he also wasn't ready. Like,
no, he's washed is the word. No, he's washed.
Homie should have said retreat. I'm sorry. Sometimes you got to retreat. They should have grabbed Invincible and just been like they should have just been like, nope, we out.
You got a teleporter. Hit that teleport button.
Yo, you should have grabbed Invincible and said, no, we gone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wanted to fight, and that's the other part. And it's like, I think one thing I'm gonna try to say is like, everyone though is in there. No one could stand Battle Beast. No one could give Battle Beast like
at all.
Could match him. Like when we think about like DC, Image Comics, Marvel, the way I see Battle Beast, he's a stand-in for like, the Nova Titus, right? Kind of similar, right? Titus has been in a lot of animation. He's like in Ultimate Spider-Man, the cartoon. The difference is Titus can get whooped. Battle Beast, complete. It's a whole different.
He knocked the monster girl's face off. He knocked the monster's face off. The face was gone. Like he killed the monster. They brought her back. Like I guess she probably revived when she turned back, but he literally slayed the beast. The beast slayed the beast and knocked the face off. How?
Like
that's cold.
The whole thing is
not to play with.
Yo, it's this show gave us the realness. Also, gave me high school drama that I wasn't mad about. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, of course, you know what I'm saying? Normally, school drama is like, I didn't really care about the whole boyfriend dude beating up Invincible. But the whole thing about like, yo, you can't be here for me in my time of need. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was important. We've been dating for a couple of weeks. I wanted you to meet my Ma Dukes. Meeting Mama
made her a more realized character. Yep. Now, I watched it 2 times. I skipped all over the high school stuff the second time. But that's not to discount it because he's going to have to learn how to balance this because he's sucking at these Peter Parker-esque excuses.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, also it gives you a better example of like, regardless of how fast you are, like if you're in downtown wherever you live, and you're fighting someone, 10 minutes of fight time could equal into 20 minutes of cleaning blood off of you. You know what I'm saying? And then getting dressed and then getting there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then also the cleanup with like, all right, hello cops or hello Cecil or whatever. That's another 5 to 10 minutes. Like, so
and they don't care
you're
about
in your
your
mind,
time.
oh, I can fly anywhere. It's like, no, dude. Like, this is going to take 10 minutes to beat up this person.
And
Another
Cecil
10
don't
to
give a
give
damn
like
about
Cecil
your
the
time.
breakdown. Yeah, give Cecil the breakdown for 10 minutes. Then get home, clean up all the blood off of you or whatever. Maybe if you're hurting or whatever, put some Band-Aids on. That's another 20, 30 minutes. Then you got to get to her. It's like, dude, you're not going to be able to do this. Like, you might have to just break up with her and be single because it's not looking good.
That or tell her the truth. It's kind of like,
and can she handle the truth?
And
I mean, at this point, I think she could, because it's like what he's doing. I'm glad it kind of makes fun of the whole stuff. It's like I'm just making up these wild excuses, and any woman would be like, "All right, look, man, this ain't working. Maybe you got a lot going on. Maybe you got a family going on.
You got a lot of ish with
stuff. Yeah, you just got stuff. Sorry about the noise in the background. They look for Battle Beast right now, but got it.
But it was interesting, like when Amber got or Adam Eve got the call at the end of the episode. I really thought she was going to turn around and be like, "Look, she didn't want to tell you the truth, but I'm going to tell you the truth."
Yeah, because that dude is clinging to life right now.
I mean, clinging to life is putting it nicely.
Like,
yeah, he's 1 inch from like knocking on heaven's door, pretty much. Like,
and let me in the chat put yes or no. If someone you were pursuing was like, they was like, kind of distant, and they was like, look, I'm a superhero, I gotta fight people or whatever, would you be like, I, or would you be like, nah, we done? You know what I'm saying? Because remember, if you say I, you gotta realize you might get kidnapped one day because you the girlfriend or the boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get kidnapped and be in a room with a whole bunch of drums filled up with gas.
Or you can just go with that third option. Go with that third option. Look, friend. Look, holler at me when you holler at me. We don't need to make no definition to this because I don't want to get kidnapped. I holler at you when I holler at you. How about that?
I holler at you when I holler. Look, look.
It's a lot.
Don't be, nah,
I don't know you. Like, what's that? Jesus said, if you get jammed up, don't mention my name.
Yeah. Look, Ghost MKC said, I wouldn't mind. I'm about that life. Look, you think you about that life till you coming home, you like, whoo, it's been a long day at work. And you close the door, turn on the lights, you know what I'm saying? Put your keys down. Now all of a sudden you get the little face with the sleepy gas. You're like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Cecil show up with his minions.
Yeah, Cecil show up. You like come in, you like, is somebody in here? And a whole bunch of Ghost Protocol dudes just appear in front of your eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, I don't know, man. I don't know.
The Cecil take you, nobody finds you. You're done.
Ghost MKC said you might get superpowers out of it.
And you still might get hurt.
It's like, man, I don't know. Like, on one hand, I'm like, yo, man, girl, let's work this out. Let's see where this goes. But then I'm also like, look, for the danger I'm in, I need to know we get married. I can't just be a boyfriend and get killed for you. I want you better put a ring on it.
High school, just take it easy, man. You got time. Look, when you're a normal high schooler, you need to just take and find out how life goes.
Yeah, because she turned around, what is it? Eve was like, he loves you. I'm like, does he though? Because I feel like they haven't spent enough time with each other for him to love her. Because like he ain't never with her.
3 months.
He always fighting people. You going to Mars and stuff. You can't be loving nobody when you at Mars.
Months. And ultimately she said, look, it's cool. I like you, but we can just be cool. She kind of gave him the out, like, just tell me what it's at. Family stuff, blah, blah, blah. You got work. It's all good, homie. But she had at least she had enough agencies like, look, but I ain't gonna deal with this. For me, this ain't what I want.
She was like, look, you can do what you want, but I ain't playing this game.
Yeah, like I see, and we got to bounce. That's real. I guess it's real talk.
Ghost MKC said, "Put some Salt Bay in your life." E said, "Mark can't balance his life." I don't know, man. It's
not at
hard
all.
when you're a hero.
He's a kid,
and he's like, all right, cool. So all right, let's think about it. You gotta go to school. All right, so that's like 6 8 hours out of your day. So there's 8 hours or whatever.
Winslow ride you.
Already gone with Reginald Vell Johnson High School. Yo, I didn't even notice that. My wife noticed. She was like, Reginald Vell Johnson High School. I was like, what? I paused it. I was like, oh snap.
And then he pops up as the principal. I love it.
Yo, and he's the principal. Yo, he's like Principal Winslow. I was like, can you
shout out to Carl, man? Shout out to Carl Winslow,
Carl, man. Shouts to Carl in the house.
Carl been there since Die Hard and all that stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We've been down with Carl for a minute, you know what I'm saying?
Legend.
So
it's interesting though. It's like for all of what Nolan is trying to teach Mark does not listen to him at all.
Nah, not really.
He might not be a good role model, but like as far as the lessons that he's trying to teach him, he should, because like how much easier would Mark's life be if he listened to part of what his father was telling him? Especially important because you see how, like, regardless of Nolan murdering,
I see what you're saying though.
I would say this though:
like,
if he became
like, he should be listening at least a little bit, just a little.
I get you.
I feel like he's listening, but he is half human, and I think he's just a different approach. It's like, would he be happy if he did it exactly his dad's way? Like, he's still figuring it out.
And see, his problem is Nolan is trying to
about humans.
Oh, word. Yeah, Nolan is trying to change Mark at the drop of a dime. This would have worked if he had been kind of like conditioning Mark to be a hero ever since he was a boy, but he didn't. So he just he didn't do that. So now he's trying to like change his whole character at the drop of a dime, and that doesn't really work. You know what I'm saying, like that.
His mom is also just saying like, I had to teach her dad to care about humans. Even though I don't know if they had that conversation in front of Mark, but she had to tell him like that, like, don't give me that crap, like up beneath you and all that. Like, I had to teach you how to be a hero.
Yeah, because
how to appear to be liked by humans.
Because she said in the last episode that you wanted me to worship you because you saved such and such. You know what I'm saying? So his whole perspective was, I'm a Viltrumite, I'm better than everybody, so you should just worship me. And the good thing is that he met the type of woman that was like, you know what? I'm sorry, but just to let you know, yours stinks too. You know what I'm saying? Like yours stinks too. So
hey, man.
I don't care if you fly or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to the good women in your life that make you a better man.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? Like, or Nolan needs a bishop in his life. So Nolan, when he go to his superhero locker, when he closes it, Bishop be sitting there like, I ain't and you ain't. And when I decide that you ain't, maybe that's Battle Beast. I don't know. I haven't read the comics, and I'm glad I haven't because I'm enjoying all this. I'm
enjoying the not knowing. It really is fun to not know what's coming, other than like the overarching things that that Nolan was garbage. That was the only main thing that I knew, but everything else I don't really know. I just kind of know a little bit about Robot. I guess we could talk about Robot finally a little bit.
Robot is an interesting character.
Okay, I'll go on the plus side of Robot. Okay, even though they got their butts beat, Robot was looking sweet for a second. All right, Robot was looking sweet, and I'm kind of turning around on. The whole cloning thing. I don't know who he's cloning or why he's cloning, but it seems like from the discussion that he had real quick, like, yo, I need help, blah, blah, blah. It seems like he's either figured out, deduced, or recognized something that he needs to, clone somebody to
Can
help
I just
out
say one
or
thing?
make us better team or something. I don't know.
it's not a spoiler per se.
Oh nope, don't bring it in. I don't want because that joint about to be a spoiler.
I'm just talking about the reason why he met the twins. I'm gonna say,
this boy, he want to spoil so bad. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I will say it's just dealing with the twins' know-how of how to clone. That's why he went to talk to him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he said that, as much in the thing, like, yo, you got your expertise, you know what I'm saying? But
that's why he let him out.
Robots like, yo, maybe I saw a satellite or something. I know something's coming, or somebody's dangerous, or somebody's dangerous that we don't know about yet. I don't know, whatever, and I need more troops or something, or like, I don't know. Who knows? Or maybe he like, yo, I got some blood. You know what I'm saying? I got some extra blood from like one of the dead Guardians. I can bring them back to life, and we be a better team. I don't know. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Scrape a little blood off the wall, put it back together. I mean, technically, they had all the Guardians' bodies. That I thought they was going to try to bring one back to life, but maybe maybe not. I mean, Omni-Man, lucky they didn't.
You talking about the original Guardians, the ones that
the original Guardians.
Was bring it back because like they were
bring him back so he can kill him again.
Well, nah, because if they brought him back, they'd be like, it's Omni-Man, run, and then everybody be like, all right, we out of here. So
I think it's an interesting thing. It's interesting to me like that Omni-Man did show up during Mark's battle and was like, I tried to tell him, but I'm gonna save him anyways because he's my son. He straight up was like, yo, he needs to learn a lesson. I don't care if he dies. If he dies, he dies. Rocky voice.
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
Like that was pretty much what he did. So like, as a father, that is a crappy move. In his superhero, it's even worse. Like,
yeah,
and we already know like he's trash. He's garbage. But it's
that lets you know he's not a father or a hero. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
this dude
it gets as badly beat as he beat.
And speaking of fathers, can we give some love to Titan? Gotta give some love to Titan.
All right, we'll give Titan a little bit of love. We give him a little baby bit of love. A little, you know what?
Because first of all,
love.
Because the brother won. He proved he's smarter. First of all, it showed how strong he is. Now he ain't the strongest.
Right.
But he played the long game.
Yeah.
Like I can take out a few, but I know I can't win this by myself. I guess the question is, did he truly manipulate Mark, or did he did tell the truth? Machine Head is somebody who did need to go. But it was more for his family reasons, which I ain't hating. A black family
didn't
deal and win.
Omission is still a lie by omission. This was, yes, Machine Head was bad for the hood. He had to go. But I also want to pull this coup because I want to be the man. Now, if he's going to run the hood in a way where it's like, look, y'all can sell what y'all sell, but y'all can't kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Look, you know what I'm saying? Like the game can work, but y'all can't kill nobody because I control this. Y'all gonna have to answer to me. Then, you know what I'm saying? Just look, no gang banging on Sundays. Stay away from the parks and schools. And you know what I'm saying? Like, take it back to the old school. Like, like don't hit nobody who ain't in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring it back to some respect in the game. Maybe, I don't know.
Because as we can see, when you get in debt, as Sam from people trying to get loans, this man got a loan from a loan shark, couldn't get away. So it all goes back to them finances. So it's just
she was like, "Is this our new house, Daddy?" Like,
maybe so.
Like, Dad, your daughter's a little oblivious up in these streets.
I mean, but
the wife and the daughter, it's true.
But they out here. Like he is keeping his daughter far away from it. She knows he has superpowers, but as far as having superpowers, she has no idea what's going on.
She has no idea.
She has no idea. And I think even though the Titan is kind of toxic too, it's kind of like, would you want your daughter, regardless of the situation that you're in, growing up exactly like you are, knowing that she could have powers and that she's pre-exposed to all of this, to what the world is, to the fact
All
that
right, I get you.
our family poor, that we have to live out, of a shelter, like all this kind of stuff. It's kind of like,
I just like that he had a sense of honor, man. Like that he didn't kill innocent people. He gave them an option. And when he was like, and I love the security guards who are smart. They was like, look, do you want to fire your gun in the air and live and pretend that you tried your best, or do you want to die?
He was like, look, because he like, look, the game could get done without people dying. You know what I'm saying? So he like, look, here's what we're gonna do. Y'all just shoot it up in the air. They'll be like, yo, man, we tried, but homie just too good. And then everybody can go home. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like he's scoring, he getting triple doubles with like a 60% shot percentage, man.
Yeah. And Ghost MKC says Titan is an anti-villain. So yeah, and I didn't think the episode was going to end like this, but I did think that the episode was going to end up with Titan and Invincible still not being super eye to eye, but still being like, I think, you know what I'm saying?
I think Mark, maybe somebody will know, maybe Titan will come to help Mark if he needs him a little bit, like for that big world, whatever crap going on, but he got to run the hood. But I guess I wrestle with, did he manipulate Mark? Because he did, like, I feel him, he like, look, man, I got to protect my own. Yep. I think he probably could have, I had to bounce. Of course he had to bounce. Because he
manipulated Mark.
He manipulated him, but also I think one of the things that I want to say is like, I got to give a shout out to whoever voice casted this show.
Oh man, excellent.
Just having Mahershala come in, it kind of hits on like the whole Cottonmouth vibe from Luke Cage, like having him specifically voice Titan, stroke of genius.
Yeah, he got to play Luke Cage and Cottonmouth in one episode.
Because we saw what happened to Luke at the end of season 2. Luke became pretty much Cottonmouth. He's like, the only way I'm gonna defeat it is if I become it. Like,
yeah, it's like the game is never gonna stop. Can we control the game to where, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't have to be dangerous for the working people in the neighborhoods that y'all are operating in. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Just like The Wire. The game never stopped.
Yep.
The game never stopped. Played.
You know what I'm saying? He tried to, he said Notorious Cage. There it is. Notorious Cage. We done. So, real quick, before we get out of here, last words. What you got? What you got, Keith? Last words. How you feeling? How you feeling about the show? You excited still? You want more seasons? You know what I'm saying? Where you at?
I'm vastly excited. I want at least 3 seasons. I gotta say, man, the fact that they nailed this with Titan and they make me care about a character I didn't even hear. It took only an hour for me to really care about Titan and to love the shot at the end with him holding it with his family. Like, I'm getting like Luke Cage season 3 that I'm never gonna get, so I'm gonna have to live it through Titan. So, and it might be done better. Who knows? And I also love Battle Beast. Look, as far as you brought up the Saiyans, if you want to just talk about ass whooping animation, Battle Beast whooped everybody. The only person who got whooped out this weekend was your boy, fake Captain America. So y'all discuss that.
No, the way that the John Walker was the same way that Battle Beast held on everyone.
Yeah,
true that.
But
I'm ecstatic, man. Like, just give me more. They doing it well. The voice acting is awesome, and just a little tidbits of the drama, the stuff going on with how the wife already knows the answer, but she's putting 2 and 2 together. Yep. Everybody but Mark is playing the long game. Eventually, Mark is gonna have to catch up because he's like, I'm getting damn near murdered. I got to get smarter because I'm not invincible. So,
I mean, his cells are, at the end of the episode, they was like, look, we tried everything. Blood just chilling. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
them cells hurting right now.
The cells don't die, but they do hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, it's like a bulletproof vest. Like, it's bulletproof, not pain-proof. The joint, it's still gonna get you. But Clement, how you feeling?
No, I really want to see the next episode because I'm really invested in Mark's story, and I want to see like what, because it seems like from what I've read of the comics so far, it seems like they're, instead of playing over like one issue, one episode, they're combining issues into one episode each. So I really want to see how they're going to handle Mark's progression next, especially after he's gotten beaten within an inch of his life. So, and I want to see like, he's going to start taking more after his father or start losing his father after that. Because if it wasn't for the new Guardians showing up, he probably would have died.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like, so, he got his chest caved in.
Right. Yeah. So, and even after his like, you know, Super Saiyan freak out mode, he still got beat up. So I wonder what that's gonna look like in the next episode. So I just, you know, I'm just super invested in the storyline. I gotta say, like, even though like Wretch is trash, I love the voice actor, Jason Mantzoukas.
Oh boy,
he's too good at playing trash people. When you want trash, that's who you go to.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go in after what Andre Atkins says, saying Debbie needs to be careful at home. I am really, just like I was invested after the first episode, I'm highly invested in this investigation. And now that Debbie seems to be sort of picking it up, I'm really invested into the why. Because if this was, it's obviously not some like, I'm going to just take over the world, ha ha ha. And because, I mean, he could have done that, or at least to a certain degree, attempted to do that already. Why do the facade of the family and the hero stuff? Like, something's going on. We don't know what's up, and I'm very interested in what Debbie finds out. I am scared for Debbie though, because I'm like, but see Debbie, because like I don't know. I'm gonna just say this. I wouldn't guarantee that Debbie makes it out of this season. I'm gonna just say that.
I mean,
Debbie a little bit too, you know, too Brody with the words, and dude is crazy. I mean, dude,
to peel back some a little bit,
like, just because you think about it, he almost killed Cecil in his house, and think of the blowback that would have created for the family.
Right?
Because do you think they just gonna let you kill Cecil and like nobody's gonna come after you? Like, so I'm just saying. Like, because when he found out he had Cecil in his grip, he didn't immediately let go. He just stood there and held him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he crazy. And now I want to see how she acts, where she goes with this. Yeah. Does she tell Mark? Does she, you know, I don't know. This was a slick one. I want to see where she goes, and I definitely want to see more Battle Beast. That dude ain't no joke. So
like Omar, because like if she starts seeing like where they go with the next episode, because if he's gonna start going like his father, being like, yes, father, no matter what you say, you're always right, and then be like, oh, here's what's going on with your father. Your father murdered the Guardians, and I'm not on it yet, but I'm fairly sure by what Cecil is telling me, and also with this David and Dark Blood guy showing up. I think he might have killed the Guardians, so watch your back with your father. Relationship with him, but
nice.
I can see either or.
All right, no doubt. Well, with that said, guys, I want to give a big shout out to Jenna James, Andre Atkins, Ghost MKC, E in the house, E Burnson. We had Man earlier, then Young Trey. Big shout out to Arcatron, ZSB Lou. Let's see. I think that might be it. If I miss you, it ain't on purpose. Also, big shout out to Battle Beast because he is that dude. So
knocking faces off the wall, man.
Yeah. So Battle Beast. So to the man on the line, Keith, tell them where they can find you.
What's up, y'all? Sorry for the darkness. I just went ahead and shut the video off. I fade to black like Mark out there and, you know, being knocked out. But find me at www.blerd-ish.com. That's www.blerdish.com. Sales going to be every week in April for the merch. Of course, you can order books and get them. And if you're working out or if you riding your bike, you want to listen to this episode? This will also be on our podcast as well too. If Mike is so generous to share that information, which he's always do as I come through. And just shout out to everybody in the chat and just check for what we're doing in April. Grab some books.
What up, what up, what up? And to the honorable.
Don't.
Legendary.
Don't.
Legendary.
Stupendous.
Stupendous. This man is only... look, he's matched in his humility only in the level of his philanthropic... Man, let me tell you, this
Flag
man...
on the play. Time out. No.
This man has heart. This man has strength. This man has power. He's a respectable man. The name you know, Clement Bryant.
Okay, I'm about to drop a Kanye reference. No one man should have all that power. No, no more. No more. Stop letting people who keep. I'm mad at you too. I'm mad at you too. Yo, I'm gonna get battle beasts on you. Anyways.
He has like the illest resume. I mean, Clement has the illest resume, yo.
No.
I need to put together all the things I've ever said.
No, you know what that's gonna look like? It's gonna look like like the MCU wikis with all the aliases every character has. Like, no. Okay, anyway. Twitter, Instagram, at Clement Bryant. I am on the Black Lightning podcast with DC TV podcast, and I'm also part of the Marvel Report, and I'm a contributing podcaster to the Flash podcast. So,
quick question. Clement, are they on hiatus or something for Black Lightning? I ain't seen it in a couple of weeks.
Episode tomorrow. There's a new episode tomorrow.
They'll be back in tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I'm not gonna lie.
They were off for a month, I think.
Yeah,
I pretty much didn't even miss them at all with Falcon with a Soldier.
Yo, look, I'm gonna say it like this: Black Lightning ain't right now in this season is not good enough to take a month off. I'm just saying that.
No, it's not.
You can't take a month off.
They took the worst month off possible.
I mean, but I'll tell you guys what's going on, dude. COVID is really messing everything up with set production. Like I'm on the forefront of that. Like, and I say this just to give people who watch Black Lightning CW shows, it's like, be easy on it because like, we want to be back. You all want to be back with new episodes, but COVID is not a joke.
Man,
and Jenna James, they had March Madness too, so it's like,
March
Madness, so there was like, let's just chill.
Yeah,
because they can't make the ratings even worse than what they might be.
It's cold.
Tell them to get to the part where they fight, boy, and get this show over with.
Yeah, it's matter of fact. Shout out to Tobias, aka Crondon, for liking the tweet where Clement and I were talking about how dope he is this season, because he is the shining light this season. You know what I'm saying? So,
he's the MVP, bro.
Every season.
Yeah, he's the shining. Yeah, every season, but this one, whoo.
He holding it together.
He is really the only one holding it down. But with that said, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. Hit the thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Hit the thumbs down if you don't. But if you hit that thumbs down, look, I'm gonna send Battle Beast after you. And look, dude gonna be like, "Is this all you got?
Is this your king?"
But the good thing is, if you can't fight, he'll just leave you alone. He'll just like beat you real bad and just be like, "Man, forget it." He'll be like, "You ain't even worth killing."
Your face off. You face reconstructive surgery.
Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We're gonna leave y'all with PL and Architron. From us, you were just saying thank you for watching and peace. Yeah, peace. We out. Gone. Yeah. What up?
I'm the man, yes sir, that killed the bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for our legal to drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the pack of Lewis.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too short, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. I'm still Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grinding cause we all came from